Welcome back, guys. Right, okay, so today we're looking at the Mega Drive. As you know, in my last video I posted was about the Super Nintendo and the console I'd picked up and all the games I've been buying for it. So if you want to check out the beginnings of the Super Nintendo collection, please check out that video on my channel. But today we're looking at the Mega Drive, and I've been trying to get one for a while. Finally got a box console, and I picked up a couple of games to play as well. And Mega Drive is a lot more affordable than what Super Nintendo is. You know, for the most part. Of course, there are always those games that aren't, but for the most part, the games are fairly affordable. So I've wanted to get a Mega Drive for a while. I've had a safe search set up just to get the right console for me in the right condition. And I waited and waited a few months, and eventually one came up for the right price in a really nice condition, so I had to grab it. And I'm really glad I did, because when it arrived, it was fantastic. And it came from a collector as well, which again, as I said before, is really nice to have, because collectors know what to do with packaging and how to treat things. So, you know, you can rest easy when it's coming through the post. So yeah, just a brief history of the Mega Drive. Back in the day when the Mega Drive came out, my cousin's best next door neighbour, his best mate, he had a Mega Drive, and then he got a Super Nintendo, and then I played both of those. And when I played the Super Nintendo, I was just completely hooked and wanted the SNES, and that's what started me off on that journey. But I did play Castle of Illusion back then on his machine and Strider. I don't remember any other games. Those are the main two that stand out for me. And then after I got my own Super Nintendo through my paper round, I had that for a while. I don't remember exactly when I changed, but at some point a kid at school had a Mega Drive, and I'd got it in my head I wanted to play Streets of Rage. I've got the poster, I mean, it shows how much I like the game. And so, being an idiot, you know, I didn't think save up and buy a Mega Drive. No, I just went, I want a Mega Drive, I want a Mega Drive, I want a Mega Drive. So I ended up doing a swap with the kid at school, and I swapped my Super Nintendo for his Mega Drive. And I didn't regret it. Kind of did. But it was like, I got Streets of Rage. I love Streets of Rage. It was brilliant playing that. But yes, I did absolutely miss my Super Nintendo and think, I really shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake to do that. I did eventually buy back a Super Nintendo in about 1997. I got the Starwing pack. So all was not lost. But nonetheless, yeah, that was a mistake. And since I've been an adult and I've had work and been able to pay for my own stuff, I've had a few Mega Drives. I've had Japanese, I've had American Genesis, I've had PAL. So I've experienced a fair bit, but I still haven't experienced a lot of the library. The library is massive. There are a lot of games I still haven't played. I've played a fair bit on emulation as well, but it's never the same as actually playing on the real thing, is it? So I wanted to get the Mega Drive back in to complement the Super Nintendo, and I want to build a nice Mega Drive collection. It's not going to be anything huge, like a full set or anything like that. I just want to get all the games that I really enjoy. And the good thing about this era is that most of them are exclusive to the console as well. You know, this is when exclusive actually meant exclusive. There was, you know, the same game with the same name on a game didn't mean the same game. It meant different experiences. So, yeah, and there's just loads of individual exclusives. It's a fantastic era to collect for these two systems. You know, and watching Retro Gamer Boy as well and seeing his wall of Sega, which obviously he's going for a full set. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's so inspiring to see that collection, how dedicated he is and focused he is on the Mega Drive. Right, so let's just get into it, shall we? Right, so Mega Drive, first of all, the console. So I picked up the Outtro Beast pack in very nice condition, as you can see. So, lovely box. Really, really happy with it. And the box has also got inside the polystyrene tray that holds the console. It's got the lid. Everything's intact. There's nothing broken from what I can see. It's got all the paperwork, all the cables. Everything's in there. The console is in really nice condition as well. Very happy with the whole hardware side of things. It's the game itself, Outtro Beast, the case is a bit worn. I don't mind. I knew that when I bought it. I mean, it's not like I can't replace that, so I can always do that if it really bothers me. But it's not worn to the point where I really feel like I absolutely need to do it right now. But nonetheless, very happy. I've got a Mega Drive in the collection. I went for the Model 1 because obviously you get RGB standard, but also it's the nicer looking of the two. And, you know, it's the high definition graphics version, so you get the better sound quality as well. So, yeah, I do like the Model 2, though. I know some do, some don't. I've always liked the Model 2. I think the aesthetics of it, especially with the Mega CD 2, it looks really, really nice. But, of course, the Mega Drive 2, you need to RGB mod that bad boy. So, yeah, and also the Mega Drive 2, ooh, nightmare of a console, because I didn't realise until recently, because I'm a Super Nintendo guy, I didn't realise how collectible Mega Drive 2 could be, because there's so many console variants. It's ridiculous. I wish they'd done the same with the Mega Drive 1. There's a few, but they're not as aesthetically appealing as the Mega Drive 2. And you see like the Aladdin pack and the Sonic packs. And what was the other one I saw? Lion King, and there was a couple of others. And every time I go on Instagram, I seem to find a new one that was out. There's some really, really nice ones. So you could easily go down the rabbit hole of just buying all of the Mega Drive 2 variants. Although the Sonic 3 one that Sean Pompey Game Room has, very expensive, so probably stopped me doing it. Right, so there you go. So we've got the Model 1. We've got Outtro Beast, which I've got to say, Outtro Beast, still a fun game. I really like it. Yeah, it's very simple and basic. But for me, the game has always been about the audio and the vocals, you know, the rise from your grave and, you know, welcome to your doom and all that sort of thing. And my favourite one, power up. And then you get that really cool animated screen with the fire, and it's just so cool. It's just, I love the way they did all that. And the game itself's alright, it's pretty decent. I mean, you just walk around battering people, change into a monster, and you get fireballs and shit like that, and you can fly around. It's pretty good. I've never completed the game though. So that is something I would like to try and do, beat Outtro Beast. But yeah, overall, decent little game. Right, onto the pickups. So I've only picked up 3 games so far, but I just wanted to grab 3 games that I know I absolutely love, so I can just get some real fun out of the system first of all, and then over time I'm just going to pick up everything else. You know, the only, as far as I know, the most expensive games that I want to pick up at the moment, at least, are Shinobi 3 and Mega Turrican. I had Mega Turrican back in 2017, completed the game. I put a video on my channel when I completed it and talked about my experience with the game. Absolutely love that game. It's fantastic. And Shinobi 3 is incredible. Never completed that, but I got really far into it. It's bloody brilliant. Right, so the first game I picked up, these are all pretty standard, by the way. There's nothing special. They're all great games, of course, but yeah, nothing going to blow your socks off. So the first one we've got is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So in absolutely lovely condition. Got this from Retro Games. Yeah, really happy with this one. It was listed in excellent condition. Absolutely is. There you go. Lovely. Yeah, really happy to have this in the collection. I absolutely love, I love that sound when you close the case. I love Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's still my favourite Sonic. You know, I didn't grow up with Sonic, so obviously, you know, it was when I started collecting that I really played the games. It was only several years ago now when I actually sat down and really understood how to play Sonic the Hedgehog properly and not worry about the speed so much, just play them as platform games. And I really enjoyed the first one, really got far into that. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it for the Mega Drive, to be honest, because the first one, as we know, the PAL version was gimped and the music is awful. It's so slow compared to the NTSC. Whereas I believe Sonic 2 has been optimised. I hope I'm right on that. It seems to run quite smoothly and nicely, and the music sounds okay on it, so that's good news. But yeah, I really like Sonic 2. I love Tails, obviously. I love all the level design. I just think it's a beautiful game, and it's really fun to play. I've never really put a lot of time into Sonic 3. I will definitely need to do that at some point. I want to get Sonic Spinball because that's one of my favourite Sonic games. I absolutely love that. And eventually I want to pick up a Saturn because I didn't know until recently there's a collection called Sonic Jam where it's got the first 3 Sonic games on it. And from what I could gather, I don't know, someone can please let me know this. From the gameplays I've watched of it, it seems to be running the games in 60 Hertz. Excuse me. So I'm hoping that's the case because then I can actually play PAL Sonic the Hedgehog 1 in 60 without having to modify my Mega Drive, which would be really nice. So there we go. So we've got Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Obviously a classic. Everyone loves Sonic the Hedgehog. Next up we've got one of my favourite games, and that is Mercs. So I love a run and gun, top-down run and gun. Is it isometric? Maybe. Probably more isometric. But yeah, absolutely lovely condition. Again, I got this from Retro Games. This one came with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I bought the 2 of them together at the same time. I've actually played a lot more of this on the PlayStation Capcom collection for the PS1. And I've played all the way through it many times. It's brilliant. I can't remember because it's been a while since I played it. We'll find out when I do the capture for this video. I think there's an arcade mode and a Mega Drive mode. And I think the Mega Drive mode is the one where you can just die and then start from where you left off. It's not like the arcade where you just die and start from the beginning every time, which is a pain in the arse. So I'm hoping that's the case because I really like Mercs a lot. It's a great game. Very simple. You know, like Rambo, Commando, all those kind of games, just running up the screen, just shooting everybody in sight. Ikari Warriors, my personal favourite. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Really happy to have Mercs in the collection. And the last game I picked up is one that will be no surprise. I mean, this is a game that everyone absolutely adores on the system and praises, and rightly so, because it is brilliant. And this is what I was talking about earlier about exclusives, about how you can have a game with the same name on the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive, but they are completely different games themselves. And it is, of course, the mighty Aladdin. So yeah, also in fantastic condition. This one, Chill Out Games, that's where I got this one from, on eBay. So some of their stuff's very expensive. I think they overcharged quite a bit, but I can't complain. I got this for a really good price. This was £8 cheaper than Retro Games, I think it was at the time. The Retro Games one is supposed to be mint. This one is pretty much mint. There's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fantastic condition. So I was quite happy to get that from Chill Out Games. Nice to see them actually have a decent price for a change. Yeah, Aladdin. I mean, as I say, everybody praises it. It's a fantastic platform game. Beautiful. I think, is it hand drawn? I don't know enough about all that sort of stuff, but I believe so. It was done by the Disney animators, wasn't it? So the graphics look absolutely fantastic. I love the Super Nintendo game. I know it doesn't get a lot of love. I do think the Mega Drive game is a better game overall. I feel like it plays better. But both of them are fantastic experiences. They've both got great graphics and level design and are really fun. I've never completed this version. I've completed the SNES one. So I do want to try and beat the Mega Drive game. I've gotten pretty far into it though. I'm not too bad at it. I just need to put in a lot of practice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to eventually sitting down, putting on my Mega Drive and just putting a lot of time into these games. And as I say, I'm going to be picking up a lot more games. There's a lot of games I want to get from Mega Drive. So I'm going to build the collection. And if you want to follow along, please do. I will create a playlist on my channel for the Mega Drive pickups as well for 2025. So you can just go over there. If you're watching me talk about Mega Drive and you haven't seen previous videos, then obviously they'll all be in there. This video will go in there straight away. So there you go. So that's the beginning of the Mega Drive collection. So another win. I think I've done quite well there. Nice console in the box. The box is great. The console's great. Nice set of games to start me off. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into my Mega Drive journey. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts down in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.